It's Marvel Day at Sea! Hey everyone, it is our last and final day on the Disney Dream, and today is Marvel Day at Sea. I am so excited for today. I have done cruises with Star Wars Day at Sea and Pixar Day at Sea, and I've been wanting to do Marvel Day at Sea for years, so I'm so excited to finally get to do it today. We're going to do some Marvel themed trivia, we're going to do some more character meet and greets, and I did bring a full costume today. Whether or not I wear it, we will see. If I do, there is also a costume walk-off type thing. So let's go and have the absolute best day at sea today. I'm good. Now that I'm meeting you.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, you're one of my favorites.
I am.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
So you have the Scarlet Witch here.
Yes.
Are you a variant of her?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. You're very powerful.
Yes, I am.
You're mischievous.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Have you been up to any mischief today?
Not yet. No, it's still early.
It is.
Yes.
I've been up to tons, but
Ugh.
that's because I'm the god of mischief.
That is true. Yes. Yes, of course. Could we?
Nice.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, lovely. So we have some Avengers here.
Yes.
Should I scribble them out?
Oh, if you would like.
I could. I know you mortals love the Avengers. Even a former Avenger such as yourself.
This one too.
Oh, yes.
While we're here with it.
Yes.
Alright. Beautiful.
Perfect. I'll take that back. Apparently, my father doesn't want to be in the picture.
Oh, look, are you a bit scared?
Oh, separate ones. He wants separate one. He
separate
wants to be alone.
ones.
There we go.
Alright.
All right.
Have a good-
Nice to meet you. Come on this side.
You some of these height on the Avenger. Oh, right.
Yes.
And I love the quorum you have here.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love how you carry yourself.
Yes.
And what is all this?
These?
Are these things you have collected over time?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, right. Excellent.
He even has some representation of you on there.
Oh my goodness. Did you get that from Wakanda or from somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
My goodness.
Well, someday Wakanda will make it to Epcot.
You know what? We will have to bring you to Wakanda. How about that?
That would be amazing.
That
Yes.
sounds good.
That would be wonderful.
Excellent.
All right.
have some
Oh, yes.
Right.
Anywhere on it.
Anywhere you want.
My goodness. Did we have a chance to catch the show last night?
Yes, we did.
Oh, right. What was our favorite part?
For me, it was when Scarlet Witch showed up.
Oh my goodness. She is a formidable foe.
She is a very formidable foe.
But you know what? I think she has a good side to her.
Yes, yes, she's just misunderstood.
I think so too.
Yes,
Sometimes even I am misunderstood.
yes, absolutely.
And what about you, sir? What was your favorite part?
I was just seeing how many of the Avengers were all there.
All
That
right.
was actually pretty impressive to have that.
I'm
big,
glad we could arrange that. You know, I'd have
Yes.
to thank Dr. Strange for that. With the
Yes,
multiverse, he was able to control.
yes,
Yes. All
Yes,
right.
all
Would you
right.
love to do some of
Yes.
the Wakandan poses?
yes. All right.
What about the Wakanda
All right, Wakanda.
Excellent.
Okay, so we met Loki, which was an amazing meet and greet. Loved meeting him. And then T'Challa. Now, as you can tell, I have fully changed and I'm fully committing to Marvel Day at Sea in my Wanda Maximoff costume. So now I'm heading to meet my dad. We're going to meet Shuri and then do some Marvel trivia. So let's go. Hello. Very nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Now tell me, are the two of us working together?
Working together? Yes. For now.
Or not?
For
What
now.
would stand in the way of that?
I don't know.
Anywhere.
Anywhere you want.
Even on that?
Yep, even on that part.
Our hope is that that whole hat is covered someday.
Oh, that's amazing. Do we have enough time to do it?
Hopefully we will.
Now tell me, do you have any ideas that I can use? Any ideas that I can use? Inspiration? I'm working on some new technology that I can
Oh. No, I don't know. Yeah, your technology is so impressive as it is. I'd love to come visit. I love technology. I'd love to see how you work.
Oh, well, I would definitely invite you to my lab.
Wonderful.
It would be a great honor to have you.
Yes, I would love that.
Maybe next time.
Yes, absolutely. All
Should we
right.
take a warrior photo?
Yes, absolutely. After that, we headed over to Marvel Trivia, where we tied for second place. Wish we would have gotten first, but some of the questions were slightly more difficult than we expected. But no matter what, trivia on Disney cruise ships is a staple and is always so fun. After trivia, we headed to the atrium to watch the Warriors of Wakanda show, which was just a really cute little show featuring Okoye in the atrium and really just is engaging to kids. We stood on the floor above the main atrium area to get a bird's eye view because we didn't need to be right in the center of the action with all the kiddos.
Stand here before you today on behalf of the kingdom of Wakanda. I am Okoye, General of the Torilla. Here officially descended from the Black Panther to first its reign. All of you recruits to become recruits. And you can learn this battle chant, then you may be chance of becoming a warrior alive Wakanda. Listen, repeat after me. Oh, we have some soul singers here today. Let us continue with good minds. San-Chi, Nasara. San-Chi, Nasara. And I see you have a freedom as well. All together now with me. San-Chi, Nasara. San-Chi, Nasara. No, sent to any villain running home to that right mother. I have not seen such great courage like this since I arrived on this great vessel. You are more than a recruit. You are on the path to become warrior allies of Wakanda. Come now, everyone here. Join me in the celebration. You want the chance?
We did, however, head down to the main atrium area to get our picture in front of this awesome backdrop for Marvel at Sea. Then we really started our character palooza, and as we were waiting to meet Steve Rogers, Captain America, Dr. Strange was just wandering around, and I didn't get my recording camera out quick enough to film it, but I was able to snag a quick picture with him.
What's your name?
Kaylee, nice to meet
nice to meet
you.
you.
I have some things for you to sign. I'll hand you one at a time and get this open for you. You can sign
Thank
anywhere
you.
you'd like.
Did you attend the Stark Expo last night?
Yes, I did.
What was your favorite part of the Stark Expo?
My favorite part was when Scarlet Witch showed up. I
Of
do
course.
love
Lovely
her.
uniform
Yes.
costume. Now, have you met her yet?
I have not gotten to meet her. I'm hoping to see her just wandering around today.
I wish you luck on that mission.
Thank
Do you
you.
have any other missions planned for today?
After this, we're gonna try and go meet Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Yes.
Will you tell him I say hello?
I will. Anywhere you want.
Hey guys. So, how are you guys enjoying the day so far?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, I believe it. Just everyone all over the place having fun.
Yes. Yes, it's been so fun meeting everyone.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah. So, what's been the highlight of your trip so far on the ship?
Going to some of the islands and then seeing Scarlet Witch in the show last night.
Oh, not gonna lie, that was definitely a lot. to take in.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm glad it worked out for us in the end.
Yes,
What are
absolutely.
your names?
I'm David.
David.
Kaylee.
David. Kaylee. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Would you like?
After meeting Steve Rogers, Captain America, and Shang-Chi, we met up with my mom for lunch, and lunch at Cabana's was the same as always, except they did have a couple specialty desserts, which pretty much were desserts that they would have normally, just with some cute Marvel decorations on top. And then we did head back down to the pub for another round of Marvel trivia, where I picked up the drink of the day, which was the Tesseract, and it came with a blue Pym particle.
Happy birthday!
Thank you again.
You have me! Oh my gosh! That's crazy! You made the hat! I mean, yeah. A little bit, yes. Just a little bit. Yes, not destructive. Yes, yes, I got that under control. Yes. Thank you so much. Here, come up, do some hair. Of course. Thank you. Anywhere you'd like. I don't know. Oh, it has been wonderful. Yes. Have you been enjoying it? No, I'm not.
Okay. Been keeping Loki in line?
Been keeping Loki in line. Yes, I saw him this morning.
Thank you. I like to keep my distance from him, you know.
Yes.
You know, try the whole night.
Yeah, after that whole thing.
Yeah, not great. I'm not a fan. Thor says he turned over a new leaf. God, still keep one eye on him, you know?
But since then, and before then, I've just been vacationing. Me and Lucky and Clint's started going here and there, but I really can't complain. I don't really want to go back to New York, but I don't want to go either. Yeah, it's a hazard of entry, I suppose, but here we are. It's good to have a vacation.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it has been a crazy day of meeting characters. Overall, I met 16 characters this trip. 4 of them were on the first day, which means I met 12 characters today, and it was awesome. I think the only character I didn't end up meeting was Thor, but I met Mighty Thor, so it was amazing. At the end of the day, right before the character costume show-off showcase thing, there were so many characters just milling about in the lobby and the upper decks above the lobby. So it was so much fun to be able to get pictures and signatures of all of the different characters. Now, everyone that I met except for Groot and Iron Man can sign. So my dad and I got some baseball hats and had the characters sign these, and they turned out so nicely and I love them so much. So now I'm going to change for dinner because I'm not wearing this whole getup to dinner, and I am going to change characters as well. So I will see you in a sec. And just like that, I'm ready for dinner. I'm doing a little bit of a low-key Disney bound for dinner because I didn't want to go to dinner in a full-fledged costume. So I have a little low-key Disney bound going on, and my parents are going as Tony Stark and Pepper Potts. So I'm super excited to go see them. We are once again dining in Royal Palace tonight for a special Marvel-themed menu. So dinner starts in about 10 minutes, so let's head down there and have some dinner. Here's a full body photo of my Loki Disney bound for dinner, as well as my parents dressed as Tony Stark and Pepper Potts, which I think is just the cutest thing ever, and I'm obsessed with them. And once again, we are back in the Royal Court for dinner, which is where we have spent 2 other nights, but this time the menu is Marvel Day at Sea, so all the restaurants will have the exact same menu no matter where you are, and I just love that the napkin is folded into the classic Avengers A. This menu is definitely bigger than the others. There seem to be more options, and it is laid out like a comic book, which is really cute. So starting off with drinks, you have the Multiverse and the Wakanda Forever, which is non-alcoholic. I did end up picking up the Multiverse, and then instead of breaking up the appetizers by appetizers and then soups and salads, it's broken up by character, so you have some options for Black Panther, some options for Iron Man, and some options for Captain America, as well as the bread selection. You do not have to order just by character. For example, I ordered the crispy fried Maryland crab cake from the Captain America portion and the chilled Californian avocado soup from the Iron Man section. There were definitely more entrees on this menu, 2 for Thor, 2 for Hawkeye, 2 for the Incredible Hulk, 2 for the Scarlet Witch, and then you still do have your lighter note and vegetarian options. Now, in case the first 2 drinks didn't trip your trigger, there are still more specialty drinks. I believe that the Tasting Lab is a flight because it says a taste of cocktails. None of us ordered it, so I can't say for certain. And then Endgame are more coffee drinks. And then you do have one more 0 proof drink on there as well. And then they do, for these themed nights, try to have you order everything at once just to help move things through. So you do already have your dessert menu here, including your signature dessert and the no sugar added dessert. And the back of it just looks so cool with Captain America's shield crashing through it. Starting off with the drink, like I said, I picked up the Multiverse, which is mezcal reposado, blueberry, grapefruit, and an electropop, which is essentially just rock candy on top. And I thought this drink was really good. It was nice and light. Again, I don't think blueberry flavored things have a lot of flavor, but the grapefruit came through really nicely, and it was a very nicely balanced drink. Did not care for the rock candy, however. It is just pure sugar and way too sweet for my liking. For my first appetizer, I got the crispy fried Maryland crab cake with the remoulade sauce and slaw, and I am a crab cake girly through and through. I absolutely adored this. It was delicious. It was perfectly fried. The crab inside was not dry. I could have eaten a ton of these and been perfectly content. In fact, I even ended up eating the second half of my mom's crab cake because we all ordered this crab cake as our appetizer. For my soup, I picked up the chilled Californian avocado soup with coconut and mint, and the flavor was fine. I just learned very quickly that I am not a fan of chilled soup. It is weird to me. Just not even texturally, just it's weird conceptually to have a cold soup. I don't know. Again, the flavor was fine, just not really my cup of tea with it being chilled. But my mom picked up the cream of porcini mushroom soup with sour cream and beetroot, and I'm not a mushroom girly, so I was not a huge fan of the flavor of this one, but I did like that it was warm, and my mom really seemed to enjoy it because it did have a really strong mushroom flavor. So I actually ordered 2 entrees. The first entree I ordered was Mjolnir meatballs and pasta, which was beef and veal meatballs in a rustic tomato sauce with penne pasta, broccoli, ricotta cheese, buttered breadcrumbs, and basil. And the second entree I ordered was the ricotta gnocchi, which had roasted tomatoes, spinach, kale, and arugula pesto. Personally, I preferred the meatballs and pasta to the gnocchi. I realized I've never had gnocchi before, and texturally, I'm not a huge fan. The flavor of it was really good. I enjoyed the flavor. It was nice and creamy, and I'm assuming what gnocchi should be, but texturally, it was just not for me. So I definitely did prefer the meatballs and pasta, and the meatballs themselves had a really nice flavor, and the pasta was cooked perfectly. The tomato sauce was really nice, and I really just can't complain about that. For whatever reason, I didn't get a clip of my mom's entree, but she got the roasted pork tenderloin huntsman with fondant, potato, buttered collard greens, and a forced mushroom cognac sour cream ragu. And she really enjoyed this. She thought it was cooked well. Nothing super special, but nothing that was off-putting. Just a very good meal with no complaints. My dad ordered the rosemary roasted beef tenderloin, which is carved and served with celeriac puree, crisp parsnip, buttered asparagus, roasted shallot, and truffle cabernet jus, and he really liked this. It was cooked really well. They asked what temperature he wanted it cooked to, and it came out exactly how he expected. He had no complaints about this. The only thing that he really wasn't a fan of is the asparagus, but that is purely because he's not a fan of asparagus in general. For my dessert, I picked up the Bounty Hunter, which is pastry treasure chest filled with raspberry and custard, hidden under fresh raspberries and topped with a key lime dome, and I thought that this was delicious. Of all the desserts, I think this one was my favorite. The raspberry flavor was really nice. The key lime flavor was just as nice as the raspberry. It all paired super well together. And unlike some of the other lemon desserts that I've had previously on this cruise, this one did have really nice flavor. So I was very, very happy with this dessert. My dad picked up the Ravager's Devil's Food Cake, which is layers of chocolate cake filled with chocolate chantilly cream. And this is honestly every chocolate lover's dream. It is decadent, it is light and airy, and honestly, I have no complaints about this one. If you are a chocolate person, I highly recommend this one because it is, like I said, it's a chocolate lover's dream. And then my mom picked up the Southern Nights, which is vanilla cheesecake on a pecan nut custard base and salted caramel sauce. As far as the cheesecake part of this goes, I really liked it. It was nice and thick, like I like my cheesecakes. I don't like them too loose. I have said this before, I'm not a huge nut fan, so I was not a huge fan of the base, but the salted caramel sauce was really nice. And my mom, who loves pecans, who loves nut-based desserts, she really enjoyed this. So if you are someone who likes nut-based desserts, definitely give this one a try. It's the signature dessert for a reason. Oh my goodness, look how cute the towel is for Marvel at Sea. It's Mjolnir. It is so cute. All right, well, that is a wrap on a very, very fun Marvel Day at Sea. I had the absolute best day today, and I'm so sad that this is my last night on the ship and that we get off in the morning. So the way that disembarkation works, you can either leave your luggage with luggage tags outside your door before 10 a.m., or you can do express walk-off where you take your luggage off the ship, which is what we tend to do. So we will be getting off the ship around like 7:30 tomorrow morning, which is so, so sad. I absolutely love being on these ships. I have loved getting to experience the dream. As someone who has sailed on the Fantasy 3 times now, this one definitely felt very, very similar, which makes sense. They are sister ships. So it definitely felt like home, and I'm so sad to be leaving. But we already have plans to come back next year. Now, the one thing that I haven't gone over yet is how much does this cost? I was in a veranda room by myself, which means I was paying double occupancy. Without any sort of discounts, this would have been $3,255 plus $142.45 for taxes, fees, and port expenses, which would have come to a grand total of $3,397.45. I thankfully was able to find a Florida resident discount for this cruise. These are not always guaranteed. You will have to check the website to see if a cruise is available for the Florida resident discount, and you do have to show your ID upon check-in to prove that you are a Florida resident in order to still receive this discount. All in total was $2,647.45. Now for my parents, even without discounts, there still would have been more than mine was, because even though I'm paying double occupancy, that is for the room itself, adding a second person does still make it slightly more expensive because that is then taking into account their food and things like that. So my parents' room originally would have been $3,380 and $284.90 for taxes, fees, and port excursions, which is double mine because that is 2 people. So all in, their room would have been $3,664.90. But when we are on a cruise, we do always do a placeholder, which is an option that you have when you're on a Disney cruise. And essentially you put down $250 before your current cruise ends, and then you have a placeholder that you can use within 2 years. When you call in to book a cruise with your placeholder, you then receive 10% off your next cruise. Just like with my Florida resident discount, the discount does not apply to taxes, fees, and port expenses, so they still had the $284.90 for the taxes, fees, and port expenses, but the 10% discount did take the room itself down to $3,042. They also prepaid their tips, which came out to $145. Again, just double what mine was because they are 2 people. So all in, they paid $3,471.90 for 2 people in a veranda room for a 5-night cruise, all in. So in the meantime, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and follow me on all of my socials. Those will be linked in the video description. Bye!